Wiser than the king. The end is near.
I told you before, I'm not interested in this nonsense.
And I've wasted my time here.
You can show yourself now. He's gone.
I'm sorry for eavesdropping, Master, but...
It's your inquisitive nature that I've come to rely on, child. That crazed fool's convinced that the world is about to end.
I've heard the rumors of the plague spreading throughout the Northlands. Do you truly believe that the plague is magical in nature?
It's a strong possibility. That's why I need you to travel there and investigate the matter. I've arranged for a special envoy to assist you.
Yes, Master. I'll do my best.
I know you will, child. Farewell.
Prince Arthas, we've been waiting here for hours. Are you sure this friend of yours is coming?
I'm sure. Jaina usually runs a little late.
We must help her!
Stay your blade, Captain. She can take care of herself. Gentlemen, meet Miss Jaina Proudmoore, Special Agent to the Kirin Tor, one of the most talented sorceresses in the land. Looks like you haven't lost your touch. It's good to see you again, Jaina.
You too, Arthas. It's been a while since a prince escorted me anywhere.
Yes, it has. Well, I guess we should get underway.
Our sources believe the plague originated in the region north of here. We should check out the villages along the King's Road.
Tread lightly. This is more like it.
Yes.
What is it now? This is more like it. Speak, fool. At last. Frostmourne hungers.
How insidious.
No one orders me around.
My claws will tear your heart. Your soul is mine. Away, resorting to violence.
What is it now? Finally. At last. Finally.
Let's get going. That was
Tread
my
lightly.
plan.
Frostmourne hungers. Your pain shall be legendary. Faithless cowards. Speak, fool.
Yes.
No one orders me around. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. At last. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. At last. This is more like it. Finally. At last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally.
Prince Arthas, there's something amiss at the bridge ahead.
Finally.
Look, it's Prince Arthas.
No one orders me around. What is it now? At last.
Greetings, my lord.
Frostmourne hungers.
Milord, someone has destroyed the bridge from the far side of the river. There is another way to cross, but it is not as safe as it used to be.
Finally. At last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. This is more like it. Finally.
Milord, if this is about taxes, I can explain.
Tread lightly. At last. Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Frostmourne.
Slaughter them all.
Bandits, run!
Sack the town.
Save us!
Preying on your own people. You scum are no better than the living.
I'll tear you apart!
Speak, fool. At last.
Oh, thanks so much. I have a reward for you.
I must hunt soon. I'll play along.
What is it now? Finally. This is more like it. At last.
Milord, there is an ancient fountain shrine nearby. Legends say that its water can restore mana to those that drink it.
That could prove to be useful indeed.
You will know everything. Tread lightly. Finally. This is more like it.
That was my plan. Your soul is mine. I must hunt soon. I've got a good
No
feeling
one orders
about
me
this.
around. Tread lightly.
How insidious.
Speak, fool. I'll make sure you suffer. No one orders me around.
Let's get going.
What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. At last. At last.
Death rages for the Nathrazim. I'll play along.
Speak, fool. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. Tread lightly.
Death rages. I've got a good feeling about this. That was my plan. You thought
What is
that?
it now?
How insidious. For the Nathrazim. For the Nathrazim. That was my plan. I'll play along.
No one orders me around. Tread lightly. At last. This is more like it.
You thought that. To resort to violence.
Frostmourne hungers.
I must hunt soon. I've got a good feeling about this.
What is it? Your pain is legendary. At last. This is more like it. Finally. For the Lich King. Now, Frostmourne. I'll make sure you suffer. Faithless coward.
You thought of that? For the Nathrazim. That was my plan. I'll play along. I've got a good feeling about this. For the Nathrazim.
Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers.
These dead people.
They look like high elves. What are they doing here?
What's the going?
Tread lightly. What is it? We'll get to the bottom of this. No one orders me around. Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. At last. At last. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. At last.
You will know endless torment.
Frostmourne hungers. Tread lightly. This is more like it.
Yes.
Speak, fool. Finally.
This must be the shrine that the ghost spoke of. If you drink from it, your energy will be replenished.
What is it? Frostmourne hungers. At last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. At last. Finally. This is more like it.
It's as if the land around that well is alive.
Could the grain itself be plagued?
Let's hope not. Those crates bear the regional seal of Underhall, the distribution center for the northern boroughs. If this grain can spread the plague, there's no telling how many villages might be affected.
We may need to pay Anderhall a little visit.
No one orders me around. For the Lich King. Now, Frostmourne. Faithless coward. Faithless coward. Frostmourne hungers. At last. Oh, you sucker. Fine. This is more love. For the Lich King. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. At last. At last. What is it now?
Your pain shall be legendary.
Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. No one orders me around. Finally.
Must be.
Speak, fool. Finally. This is more like
Let's
it.
get going.
What is it now? Frostmourne
Death
hungers.
rages.
No one orders me around. Tread lightly. At last. Finally. At last. Frostmourne
Greetings,
hungers.
we are banshees from Huil the Lost. We've come to defend the land from these strange invaders.
As always, the generosity of the Necroloids is greatly appreciated.
You should know that there is a living tree at the far end of this village. This overgrowth may be evident there as well.
We'll check it out.
Speak, fool. Finally. Tread lightly. At last. This is more like it. At last. Finally.
You will know endless torment.
Why have I been summoned?
How insidious.
No one orders me around. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers.
The hell are you men shooting at?
Death shall reign.
Well, I could use your help. We've got a living tree to destroy at the end of town.
Let life cease.
What is it now?
I bow to your will.
Tread lightly.
Thy bidding, master.
No one orders me around. Speak, fool.
You brought me
What is it?
back.
Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. Tread lightly. At last. What is it now?
Must be.
Speak, fool.
Faithless coward.
For the Lich King.
I'll make sure you suffer.
Now, Frostmourne. Frostmourne hunger.
You will know endless torment.
At last. This is what no one orders me around. Frostmourne hungers. Finally.
You call to me.
Speak, fool.
Your pain shall be legendary.
I must hunt soon.
No one orders me around. At last.
You will know endless torment.
This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. At last. This is more like it. This is more like it.
Yes. You thought of that? That was my
Tread
plan.
lightly. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. At last.
You call to me.
What is it now?
You brought me back.
Tread lightly.
I must hunt soon. I've got a good feeling about this. I'll play along. I'll play along. That was my plan.
What is it now?
Death rages!
No one orders me around.
We've been discovered, my brothers. Flee and continue with the operation. I'm sorry I can't stay and chat, but duty calls.
That golem looks like it was brought to life by nature itself.
Let's study it after we kill it, okay?
Speak, fool. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. At last. This is more like it. No one orders me.
Destroy that tree. Now!
What is it now? At last. Speak, fool. This is more like it. Finally, Frostmourne hungers.
Death shall.
What was that? And who is that wizard dressed in black?
I believe that the robed man was a druid. Obviously, he and his lackeys are behind this plague.
Well, it's a good bet we'll find him and the answers we're looking for in Anderholm.